Hey guys, what's going on today? This is me, Dalsu, back with some more Forest Village. We got my fisherman there, poised at the ready. Go ahead and grab some slabs for supper. Now, where do we go from here? Well, I'm going to speed through this last little tail end of winter before I make any big decisions because, like I said, I want to move some people into the Gatherer's Hut. Oh, I've got 2 more people ready to work. That's good news. Yeah, I need to sort of move around my workers and decide what exactly I'm going to do. So I'm waiting for spring. Okay, so now it's spring. The temperature is rising. Let's let it get above negative. Like, let's get it to 0. These are freedom units, I'm thinking, by the way. I think. Might actually be Celsius. I don't know. Anyway. What are we going to do? I need a new place for people to live because we're pretty much at capacity. I need at least 1 person here in my Gatherer's Hut. Go ahead and give them 1. See, it's too cold right now, but shortly it will be warm enough for them to gather herbs. That's why I was waiting. So the last person can be a builder. And you know what? I think we can shut down the firewood for right now. We got 800. That's the cap anyway. So we'll just go ahead and we'll shut it down. And is there anything else? No. Let's spend these guys on some buildings. We could do a proper house. We don't have enough wood for a proper house. There's also the matter of clay. That's that 3rd block. I don't have any clay mine yet. Of course, this small house requires hay. And I'm still not 100% sure convinced. Oops. I'm still not 100% sure convinced that hay is a renewable resource. It seems to grow back, but I'm not really sure, and I don't know how to farm for it. It might just be that you can build a farm, like a regular farm, and then grow just hay, or have hay as like a side effect, but I'm not sure. Why don't we just do a farm? It's a very cheap thing to do, and I'll do just maybe like 12 by 12. We'll do that, and then we'll also do a house. A small house. And we might need some terraforming, but we're going to try to avoid it. We can get a house right here without terraforming, so let's do that. And we will increase to 3 builders so that we can get all that stuff done. Here's the field coming up. Bunch of bears just chilling. So we've got all these resources. It's pretty cheap for a small house, really. Which I don't know why you'd ever build the shack. The shack is only... Well, the shack doesn't require ore, so maybe you would if you were low on ore, but... I mean, there's such a huge leap between small house and big house. You're getting into, like, serious resources with the big house. And you've also got a hostel, which is super expensive. I think it works kind of like the boarding house in Banished, but I'm not sure about that. That's just a guess. Okay, so we got a field here. And gather immediately. Current temperatures. So I select what to grow. I can just grow grass. So I guess that is just hay. Otherwise, I can choose from potatoes, which we want from 0 to 27. And from 20 to 50%. Let's just try potatoes and see how it goes. No disaster if it fails, but I just want to just try my hand at it. So why is it not letting me here? It's not letting me assign anyone for some reason. Maybe it's got to be planted first, or it's not warm enough. No workers are assigned. Well, I'm trying to assign workers. I don't have any workers. Derp. Let's try that again. There we go. All right. house is done. That was quick. So now we've got some people to spare, and we've got some room to spare. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. So we can have 5 more babies. It's about time for a school, don't you think? I think it is. Let's do a school. All right, so what do we need for the school? It's pretty pricey, man. There's a lot of wood involved. I'm trying to want to build it without terraforming, so let's do that. Boom. You're gonna need to take those builders right back. We can get rid of these foresters. But that school, that is a lot. There's a lot of wood required. 390 for the school. Okay, fine. Fine. Fair. Ready to work. So we got 10 workers now. And it's pissing rain. I say we get rid of our 2 foresters for right now. We need 5 builders to get that working. Really interested to see how these potatoes turn out. So is this like, this is the current humidity. Right, and they get water. I remember from the tutorial, the farmers will actually get water out of the well. There he goes. And try to make sure that the moisture is right. So that's nice. You don't have to depend totally on the rain. Current temperature is on a little bit of the high end for potatoes. And it's only spring, so that it's gonna, yeah, this is definitely gonna get too hot for the potatoes. I wonder what's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna slow down the growth more than anything. Anyway, I suppose we go ahead and hire the rest of the gatherers to make sure we don't run out of food. The gatherers just bring in vegetables. That's what this 127 is. I love how they have the calories listed by them too. That's so cool. So you can get, like in Banished, it didn't feel like there was a whole lot of point to making highly refined food. But in this game, you can clearly see that this has more calories, and so it's going to power your people for longer, which is the goal. We will have to hire a school teacher as soon as this thing's done. It says, okay, it was sleeping because there was not enough resources, but now we got enough, so. Good. Five workers and all that material, really. That is a big project. Well, let's get it done anyway. Need to get rid of these trees growing in the middle of shit, too. It's not doing any good, except it might be a little pretty, but it sort of blocks off my view. And so, we're going to cut them down. Now, we don't have any laborers to do that anyway. We got some students ready to study, so hopefully we'll finish this before too long. It looks like we might not have enough stone, actually. Which would be a shame. But I can always collect it. I've collected a lot from around here. Let's grab that 42. That ought to get it done. Everything else we have enough of, just not enough stone. So that's our mission. Grab a bunch of stone. Eventually we're going to need a quarry, but we don't really have the labor force for that right now, so we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I like the resource graphics better than the ones in Banished 2. Really get a sense of the resources. What is this, though? This must be just clay, huh? This is ore, this is clay, this is stone, obviously. And there we go. We're off to the races. So it looks like fish continues to be strong. I guess we could steal some workers from the fishery if we had to. Everything else starting to wear out. We're out of clothes, by the way. There's a lot we need to do, and we're mainly just hampered by the lack of labor right now. So that's fine. We got a lot of babies that will grow up into teenagers soon. And then they'll be educated workers and will be much more efficient. I don't know how being educated helps you, saw a log, for instance, but apparently it does. Okay, and so we needed one school marm, which we don't have any spare workers. Go. Cool. So now school's in session. Good. Very cheap investment when you consider it's only one worker that's got to be there. Besides the initial resource cost anyway. We could upgrade our house. Of course, some people will die because they won't have anywhere to go. This house is full already. So how's this going to work? It says 400 out of 400. I don't need to actually press the button, do I? No, now he's harvesting. Okay, I didn't press anything. And he's harvesting. Summertime. Good time to harvest. Stone, I think, takes a while to actually chip away at. But we will be needing a quarry. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn my lumberjack back on. Because wintertime's not too far away. I want to make sure we've got the requisite logs. We'll increase our cap to 1,000. Good. Now we're going to also need loggers to bring those logs to chop up. Where is all of our labor? We just don't have that much. All right, we'll hire one logger then. We've still just got the one gatherer. That's fine though. We should have some people growing up soon. 4 teenagers completing their education. Early fall, winter's coming soon. Harvest is happening. We've got more just vegetables, huh? Not even potatoes, just vegetables. Okay, I like that. I don't mind that. You know, in Banished, it breaks all the food up into different groups if you're planting potatoes versus what you get out of the forest, but this is fine. I mean, this is a simpler way to do it. Especially if the food is not going to have any special effect. I can understand if like blueberries gave +10 to production or something, but they don't. So it's just make it all one thing. Simplify it. Of course, I'm missing that there's also a fruit. So our fruit supply is dwindling. I hope we don't get like scurvy or something. I don't know if that's a thing, but could be. I wonder if the gatherer must bring in some fruit. One thing that's missing from this game versus Banished is a little button you could press and see how much production you're getting out of that building. There's a town hall in Banished, but I don't think there's one here actually. It's unfortunate. So it's kind of hard to get a... There's probably some way to see what your production is, actually. Yeah, here you can get, like, statistics. Click on that one. No, it's just the same information that I had before. Okay. Well, it's not really a big deal, as long as everything's producing. Still at 10. I think almost all of our buildings are full. Oh, no, he's not. So we've only got one space, and the potatoes are freezing. That's what this little symbol means. Or rather, that the building is not going to work anymore because of the weather, right? It's too cold for the potatoes now, but we got them all out of the ground, so good. And that'll happen to the gather pretty soon, I think. But for now, life goes on. Winter is coming. We've got 1,000 firewood. You know, I think that's enough, guys. So I'm going to take them out and shift them elsewhere. I would put them into gathering, but I know that's not going to be any good very soon. So I could put one into forestry, and the other two can just give me some stone collection over the winter. Perhaps some hay collection is in order as well, and even a bit of ore. And the next season we'll see about making a stone quarry. We do a hunting cabin as well. We just don't have the labor for it though. And anyway, I think our food is going to be good for now. We do want a blacksmith shop. But before we get a blacksmith shop, we probably want a stone quarry, right? 510 wood. That's kind of a tall order. What are you doing, saying? Oh no, that's the wood chopper. Okay. That's a lot of wood. I think we're going to need to do some tree gathering on our own, independent of the forester. So I'll go ahead and like say to do some of that over here. Yeah. It's kind of far away to travel, but whatever. We're also going to need the tailor. But see, I think you have to grow flax for that. In fact, I'm pretty sure about that. If not flax, then something else. I don't think you have like sheep and stuff in this game. You have a coop, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's like a little sheep paddock or anything, so there's no wool. So it's going to be more than likely just flax that allows you to make stuff. So I could clear this area out for another field. Apparently I've assigned way too much work. It takes forever to chip stone, I think. Like, it just takes a long time, as you can see. Dude, it took like a month to do that. But anyway, we're getting some stone, so that's good. And it's wintertime, so I don't think we need to build too much anyway. I wonder what happens to this guy now. What is he doing? He's a farmer. I wonder if it's like Banished where they just automatically help out. Yeah, it seems like he's just automatically going to help out. So that's good. That means I can leave my foresters in, my wood choppers in the wood chopper, and then once they hit the cap, they'll just sort of go help out. What's he doing? Yeah, he's going to get that tree. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can say, you know what? Keep your 2 there, and then when they get capped out at 1,000, they'll just come to work for me, which kind of like lowers the amount of micromanaging I have to do. So it's just kind of nice. I'm glad that their names are not as weird as they are in Banished. Although there's a little bit of flavor to be said for that, I guess. So yeah, we're at the end of winter of year 2. And it's perfect how these years, even at full speed, they work out to be about 20 to 25 minutes long. So that's perfect for a Let's Player, because that's how long my videos are. And so we can watch the golden sunset as we finish the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you dig the series. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll just keep on building my little town here. It's blossoming very well, I think. Yeah, so check it out. Peace.